All right, what's up, guys? Vitor, what's going on? Dope as Hope. A Wild Done 99. Kazar, what's going on? Acosta, how you doing? Jay Ramda, SRQ Motorcycles in the house. Lester, what's going on? Swim, Bike, Run. Nicole, how you doing? What's going on? Mayor, how you doing? Go Green, White One. All right, so we got our first question. The Alphagua. Does a fat-burning peptides require prescription? So yes, so all the therapies that we offer at Titan Medical Center require a prescription. Especially like if you're talking about like semaglutide, it's really simple and easy to do though through us. If you're not in the Tampa Bay area, obviously you guys can use telemedicine, and all you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. You're going to see our medical provider via telemedicine, and at that point, you'll be able to get prescribed semaglutide. As long as your health history is all right and everything's good, it's really good. Big shout out to Alessia. What's going on? Costa, how you doing? What's up? And let's get started. If you guys got any questions about what we do here at Titan Medical Center, we can help you feel better, look better, perform better. I'm sorry, guys, I'm looking a little rough today. I've been underneath the weather for a couple of days, but I'm not going to miss Titan Talk Tuesday no matter what. If I'm alive and breathing, it's going down for sure, no matter where I'm at, what I can do, as long as I got internet signal. So let's talk about the first therapy of the week. And if you guys have any questions about how I can help you guys out or want to answer it or talk about therapies, go ahead and shoot it out. And as soon as I'm done, we'll get right to those topics so we can start talking about it. So let's start. And big shout out to everybody from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Big shout out to all you guys. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys. And next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer maybe like a $100 gift certificate or free clothing of some sort so you guys can get something out of just coming out and hanging out with me on here and learning some stuff. So let's get into this week's topics. So the first topic of the week is going to be our therapy of the week. Always got to start out with that. So all you guys know some of the different things that we offer, and you guys can take advantage of these different things, helping you guys, whether it's your health or fitness goals, getting them right. So let's talk about ECA Stack Plus. This is definitely one of my staple therapies that I take every single day in the morning, gets me going, keeps me lean, fully energized, and clear of the mind, right? That's a big thing for everybody. A lot of people out there use a lot of different things, whether it's energy drinks, coffee, some sort of over-the-counter stimulant pills or fat burners from GNC or big box places. But ECA Stack Plus really delivers the goods, and there's no other garbage in it that's going to mess with you or affect you. So we talk about ECA Stack Plus, ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. Ephedrine, real ephedrine HCl, and not like ephedrine extract or all these things that people try to pass off in supplement worlds. This is obviously a stimulant. This is going to help you guys with raising your core temperature in your body, a true thermogenesis therapy, along with caffeine, which is a great stimulant too as well. Both these things work synergistically together to help you guys feel more energy, more mental clarity, and for the fat burning effect. Whether you're walking around all day, you're training all day, or you're sitting at a desk, this can definitely help you in a number of different ways. Now, from the energy side of it, what's going on? My favorite girl, Fanny Pack Stacy. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? So does anyone have any real questions about health or fitness for him? Please shout it out. I love it. So at that point, ECA is a capsule. So ECA Stack Plus, ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin. The plus is chromium and B12. So chromium is going to help with the metabolism, boosting it naturally. And B12 is going to help out with natural energy and boosting metabolism too as well. So at that point, you're going to get a lot of different things that are going to be working together to help you feel energized and ready to go. And like I said, who doesn't want to stay lean all the time, right? Now, you might not get super skinny, but you will stay leaner than you usually would. Also, mental clarity. This is going to help in a number of different ways, from your everyday, interactions with people, whether it's your job or your relationship or your kids or whatever it may be, friends, family. At that point, you're going to be able to think a lot better and be on point. And that's what it's truly about. And with the ECA Stack Plus, a lot of people are kind of scared, like, I took over-the-counter fat burners and it gave me heart palpitations, or I had to go to the emergency room, all these different things. Well, this is not like that. And plus, we have different dose levels of these ECA Stack Plus for different people. Some people might need a little bit less. Some people might need a little bit more. Some people might be allergic to aspirin. We can take that out of there. So all these different things are good things as far as that goes. Ernie Ray in the house. What's up, cousin? How you doing? But, when we talk about ECA Stack Plus, it's real simple and easy. Like I said, there's no needles. It's a capsule. very simple and easy. And we have different doses for different people, whether, you're very sensitive to stimulants, or you can take stimulants pretty easily and not be affected. I know 80-pound girls that can take more stimulants than some 300-pound guys because their tolerance of stimulants is where it comes into play, right? Whew. All right, so let's get into this real quick. We got some questions here. Yeah, I see. I am. That's okay. They can join and just watch. All right, so right. How's it, John? All right, so I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been on TRT for 6 years. I'm 43. Was wondering what you'd be your first choice to add on my playlist. Okay, awesome. So when you ask me that question, TRT is obviously the foundation, right? We want to make sure all the hormones are dialed in for you guys because that's your base. That's just like a house. You got to put the foundation down and build on top of it. But when we start talking about what to add on afterwards, then the true question gets put into your court by asking you, hey, listen, what are your top 2 goals? Not top 3 because people can just go on and on and on. But what are your top 2? What's your next goal, right? Instead of feeling better, maybe you got more energy out of TRT, you feel better libido-wise, mental clarity. What are you really trying to dial in? Is it weight loss? Is it building more lean quality muscle mass? Is it sleep? Is it, mental clarity? What is your first or second choice? And let me know, because I got a couple ideas right off the bat. So if it was me, right, I'd want to probably work on building lean muscle. And building lean muscle is going to help you burn more fat. The more fat, the more muscle we have in our body, the more fat that we burn. So with that, I'd probably add in Hercules Potion for me, which is glutamine, arginine, ornithine, lysine, L-citrulline, proline, taurine, and NAC. This is going to help in a number of different ways, from your recovery to immune system boosting, vasodilation, blood flow pump, lubricating the joint areas, helping with liver functions with the NAC, and L-carnitine help for muscle building and more weight loss effect. So that's kind of what I would do. ECA Sac Plus would be another one too. So if you catch yourself drinking a lot of coffee or taking a lot of pre-workouts or anything like that, I don't take zero pre-workouts, zero coffee, zero energy drinks. One ECA Sac Plus gets me right through the day. If you need to, you can take a second one, right? So at that point, that would probably be my next one. After that, it'd be Hercules Potion, ECA Sac Plus. But, there's some people out there that might say, hey, listen, I want more anti-aging, right? Because I'm 42, so I'm a year younger than you, a year 43. With that, CJC 1295 with ipamorelin can help with sleep, can help with IGF-1 levels, anti-aging properties. Some people want to put on more mass. That's what MK677, I'm Morton. Or if you want to lose weight, you got a number of different things from AOD 9604, semi-glutide, right? Or ECAs, like I said in the beginning. So all these different things you can do. Now, with ECAs, because we just jumped right to these other topics, ECA Stack Plus, it's very simple to get a hold of. As far as you filling out the new patient paperwork, that's the first step. Seeing our medical provider, that's the second step. And then third step would be to order ECA Stack Plus. When you go through your consultation for this, it doesn't require any blood work for ECA Stack Plus. Now, if you have heart issues, cardiovascular problems, heart replacement, whatever it is, you might be disqualified from using this because it might not be a healthy way to go about getting the weight loss for you. We don't want to raise high blood pressure. We don't want any issues going on with that. But if that's the case, don't worry. We have a backup plan for your weight loss plan. So it's not a problem either way. We just got to know what your health history is so we can work with it and personalize a regimen program that's going to help you guys out. So back to what we were talking about. So those would be my favorites for your playlist. Now, if you tell me, hey, listen, I've got X, Y, and these are my top 2, let me know what they are. Do you get the afternoon crash like you do from coffee, Red Bull, etc.? No. That's the best thing about ECA Stack Plus. It never got a crash. You might not feel as energized as when you're in the prime peak of it, but you don't get tired like you would on Red Bull or energy drinks. Before I had Titan, man, I was working for this huge advertising marketing company and all this stuff. And I would drink like 4 of those Red Bulls a day. And after the point when I got up to that point, they weren't affecting me like they used to. It's because I built a tolerance to these things. And I'd have to drink more and more and more. And I said, drinking 4 or 5 of these cannot be healthy for me every day, right? And I was drinking Edo Explode pre-workouts before I was going to the gym and all this stuff. Definitely not the best choices, affecting my gut as far as stomach issues and all these issues that were going on, the crash and all this stuff. So I'm so glad I don't have to take those energy drinks anymore. And, getting lean and staying lean, ECA Sac Plus is another benefit. Alessia, what's up? Fanny Pack City said, upgrade if you have the regular ECA to the ones with the OHIM mean. So we only advertise the pink one and the blue and white one. So that's the low dose ECA Stack Plus and the high dose ECA Stack Plus. But if you become a patient and you take the high dose, which is a blue and white pill, and you say, oh, this isn't really affecting me like I think it should be, I could do more. We have an ECA Ultra, which is the red and white ones, which Stacy's talking about. And this has ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. Plus, it has yohimbine, which is great for a lot of different things. It's an aphrodisiac for males, first off. 2, it will definitely help synergistically work with the caffeine and ephedrine in helping taking belly fat off. Visceral fat, that stuff that's around your stomach, you want that gone, right? So that's a good one to take for that. Alessio, what's going on? And Bosendorker, hey, have you got any speculation about the proposed DEA regulations for telemedicine TRT? So yeah, we've got speculation about it. So they've been working on proposals to, basically make sure telemedicine is going to be good after the emergency use thing is done on May 11th. It's because before the pandemic, telemedicine, we were doing it beforehand because we were set up for that, but a lot of places weren't. So when that emergency went in place, basically for 3 years, it's been an open, wide range for everybody, right? Everybody to get into this telemedicine. They don't have to be licensed in different states. Just do what they want. So when this is coming to an end, the DA has got to propose some sort of laws. And at that point, they proposed some different issues or some different laws of what they want to do. And it's not put into play yet. It's not law. Either way, Type Medical Center will be able to facilitate for patients as far as servicing them, whether it be in Florida or different states. We've already got something set up if those laws or if those proposals become laws. But for a lot of places that have been, these fly-by-night places don't have brick and mortars. They're just doing TRT and they don't care. Those places are going to be gone. And it is what it is. They probably aren't doing the right thing anyway. So let them be gone. I've chimed in on it a little bit. There's a lot of places that want to get together and try to fight this thing. You know what? We've been doing our own thing with our lawyers and stuff like that. I've been talking to some different other people. And I think it's going to work out either way. Now, like I said, some of those places that weren't set up or they don't have their cards straight, they might see the back end of a stick. So it is what it is. But even so, even if you're a patient, right? And so if you're a patient of a clinic within the 3 years, so let's say you signed up for this place within the 3 years, last 3 years, they can still prescribe you, I think, 180 days worth of medication. So, and then they'll have to do it in person, is what the DEA is proposing. So either way, I don't think you guys will get cut off immediately, but I know there's a lot of fighting out there. And you guys would never believe this stuff, but it's kind of crazy. So there's a lot of fighting because, one, there are pediatric clinics or surgery centers that are seeing pediatric patients. These are kids, right? And some of these kids, they're not getting transformed, but some of these are taking, and not testosterone or anything like that, but they're taking controlled substances, whether it's a 3, 4, or 5 schedule. And at that point, some of these places, they don't get patients in for like 6 months. So they're going on at it with the DEA because, like, hey, listen, these kids aren't going to be able to get their medication. That's one thing. 2, I know the transgender community is up in an uproar about this. It's the only thing that I really, side with them about, and to a certain degree of certain things. But they're in an uproar because they're not going to be able to get testosterone, which is a controlled substance. And there's not a lot of places that do transitioning for patients. Not in the state of Florida anyway. Maybe down in Miami, there's a couple spots, but there's not a lot. So that limits their resources of what they can do, which I think will be the biggest outrage for some of the people out there because that's the big hot thing right now. I think that the administration, the DEA, and all them, they look really easy on that. So I think they might want to make it easier for them. So hopefully that'll be a benefit for all the males out there that need testosterone replacement therapy, or even females, because it's not a one-sided thing. It's not just like guys need testosterone. Females need testosterone too, just at different levels. We talk about this all the time. And when we start talking about hormones, why is testosterone even Schedule 3? All the other hormones are not scheduled. Estrogen's not scheduled. Progesterone's not scheduled. DHEA you can buy over the counter. Melatonin's a hormone you buy over the counter. Vitamin D's a hormone, right? It's so crazy, some of the different things out there, but that's what it is. All the stereotypes and all the myths and all the garbage that came about in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, talking about baseball. This was a problem, and this is what happened with testosterone and why it got categorized like this and why it's so stereotyped and just fought against, basically. But now I think there's so many. When I started 10.5 years ago, people told me, John, there's nobody that's going to do this, right? Nobody's going to inject themselves. And, testosterone is for bodybuilders and steroid freaks and all this stuff. And look at us now, right? 10.5 years down the line, we're one of the oldest companies out there doing it and doing things right. Now, everybody really knows about testosterone or low T therapy. Whether it's guys or girls, more people are more educated than ever about these subjects. And more people than ever are using these different things to feel better, right? And that's one of my next topics we're going to talk about here shortly down the line about Iain Valliere. I think that's his name. But, that's just something crazy. Absolute Physique said, I'm coming in on Thursday to go over my blood results, hoping to get my body regulated, post completed. I've heard great things, and this far, everyone has been super. Okay, so I'm so happy you're going to be coming in, finally getting those blood results looked over, getting your consult done. We're going to get you straight, I promise you. We'll take care of you. My nurse practitioners and doctors are top-notch. They're very educated in all our different therapies, very educated about the male and female bodies, and they can definitely help you out for sure 100%. And let me know afterwards, right? Come on, Titan Talk. Have questions about your therapies. You want to talk about how it's going, good, bad, how we can help better? Let us know. Please, that's what we're here. Sure, go ahead. Okay. All right. So Antonio asked, do I believe in stem cell therapy and can peptides cause cancer? Right? And amino acids. Okay. So let's talk about this. Stem cells. So I do think there is some light for stem cells as far as working, right? Now, the ones we have in the United States are regulated, so they're okay. I think it can definitely help. Now, for the price point to 5 to 10,000, some people are charging. I don't know if it'll work that good, but I know it will work. Now, most people and a lot of these doctors that are doing stem cells have an office here in the United States and they have an office in Mexico. Because here in the United States, you can't cultivate stem cells. You can in Mexico. So when they pull some from here and then they send them there, they grow them, you got to get down there real quick. Those work. Those will work. Now, when we talk about peptides and cancer or amino acids, now amino acids, I'm going to tell you no right off the bat, right? We have essential and non-essential amino acids that our body needs, right? That makes it function, that creates some of these different things in our body. So amino acids are not going to create cancer. Now, when we talk about peptides, growth hormone releasing peptides in particular, MK677, CJC, Semeron, all these different things. These could possibly not create cancer, but possibly fuel cancer. So our body creates good cells and bad cells every single day, right? Good cells, they're good. Bad cells, they usually get eradicated. But if one bad cell does slip by, this could create a tumor or create more bad cells. This can fuel cancer. With growth hormone releasing peptides or even growth hormone, what do? They increase all cells, whether it's good cells or bad cells. So you're throwing fuel on a fire. And that's where the downside is. That is where our medical providers should come into play, looking at your medical history, your health history, you being honest about things, and us knowing these things up front so they prescribe you the right medications and not the wrong ones. Because, they're only going by the information they give them. And if people lie about things or have had cancer or they have cancer at a certain point, there's a lot of people that hit us up that have cancer right now. And they want to go on different peptides because they've read some different things, and we won't do it. We don't want to add to any problems that you might have. And I'm not saying that they will give you cancer, but they definitely might fuel cells to grow in a bad way if you have that issue, right? So that's what it is. Proposed regulation of TRT and telemedicine. What's that about? Okay. All right. So I don't want to just make this, I'm not doing this about the DA thing the whole time, but I will answer it one more time. So the DEA has proposed regulations for telemedicine strictly in regards to controlled substances, okay? 3, 4, and 5. So with this, it doesn't matter. So if you have blood pressure medication you prescribe, telemedicine, no problem. If you have, I don't know, pretty much anything that's out of control, you can prescribe it. Now, the rules and regulations. If you're a patient from the clinic, usually have 180 days. Otherwise, patients get 30 days until they do an in-person visit of some sort, and then they get referred out. So it's a whole different thing. We're not going to have that issue, so I don't really want to talk about it anymore. Let the clinics that are going to have issues talk about it and scramble as much as they need to. It is what it is. Shout out to Peter, Big Drew. Yeah, my son hit a home run Sunday over the big field fence. Couldn't believe it. It was awesome. Big shout out to Drew. I appreciate it. TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, or HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Good one. Diamond Light Marie, what's going on? How you doing? All right, so let's get cool. Thanks. I'm looking now with you guys. Awesome, righteous. All right, so let's get to the next topic. Next topic is Iain Valliere speaks against increased TRT use. He's saying that you aren't supposed to feel 25 when you're 65. So, all I'm saying to Iain is you're not 65 years old. You're a young buck, all right? You're a young buck. So if you're complaining about people using TRT or HRT, you shouldn't have a comment about this. I'm going to be straight up. You're a bodybuilder. Cool. I love my bodybuilders. You're taking so many damn steroids that you don't even know what to do with. So what are you even talking about this? I know in the past this guy has talked about other issues, and I don't know if he just wants to get his name in the pages, but shut up. That's straight up. And I want you to tag him after this art in this thing so he can see it. He needs to shut his damn mouth. Because at this point, you're not old. You don't know what it feels like to be old, and you're on so much damn shit that you probably feel like Superman. That's probably why you're talking like this. But at that point, you need to relax yourself because a lot of people get a lot of benefits from HRT or TRT. It brings a lot of people back to life. That they feel depressed, down, have super low libido, right? That means they can't have sex with their partner and be confident about it. Their mental clarity sucks. I mean, a lot of people get depression. They get on antidepressant meds and might not even need them. So shut your mouth. That's all I want to come out here and say to you. If you guys like him, tell him to shut his mouth. Tell him John Titan said so, right? I'm going to go on his page and definitely say something to him too as well. Because at this point, I can't get on this side at all. I just can't get on this side. Jay Spoda, super helpful. Just got my blood work done, waiting for a console, and looking forward to be part of the Titan fam. We can't wait for you to be a part of the Titan fam too as well. And guys, I'm not negative at all, so I want you guys to know that. But when this guy's talking about what people should use and what people shouldn't use, then you shouldn't be a bodybuilder taking a whole bunch of steroids to compete on a stage, okay? You should be worried about health, right? Health, not how big you are and not how defined you are. That's totally out the door. So at that point, you can use this stuff, but other people can't use it that are older and might need it. And they're not using it to exogenous amounts. They're trying to get normal levels. There's nothing wrong with that at all, guys. Nothing. There is something wrong with somebody abusing steroids and coming out and telling you you shouldn't be able to have normal testosterone levels. That's a problem, okay? So at that point, you guys should go on this guy's page and let him know, hey, listen, you should really be quiet about what people should use or not. Jay, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. ECA Ultra Cubits Candy. That's one of the best ones that's out there. All right, so where we got Titan or Nothing. I love it. I love it. If anybody's got any more questions, shoot them off to me. Wow, we got a lot of people in here. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. All right, so let's get into the next one. And you might do this. So, dentists reveal why you should not brush your teeth in the shower. How many people are guilty of brushing their teeth in the shower? I think there's a lot of them. Because everybody I talked to about this, or before I did about this article today, they told me they brush their teeth in the shower. I'm not one of them. But my wife is. All right, she's always brushed her teeth in the shower. I'm like, I wouldn't do it, just because I know there's a lot of bacteria. So let's talk about the 3 reasons why you shouldn't brush your teeth in the shower. 1, bacteria. Now you're saying, listen, I'm in the shower, I'm washing myself. I shouldn't get that much bacteria, right? Well, there's bacteria on the walls. There's bacteria in maybe your head. I mean, there's bacteria everywhere. So this can cause cross-contamination. That's what dentists are saying. So they advise against doing it. Number 2, the heat and steam will actually ruin the bristles of your brush, making it ineffective. I did not know that, right? And I was always taught when you get a brand new toothbrush, you run these hot water to soften up the bristles. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore because it's going to make it ineffective. I want my teeth to be clean properly. And I go through a toothbrush every maybe like 2 months. The recommendation is 3 to 4 months, if you guys didn't know that. I remember before when we were kids and they used to have dentists coming to schools and teach us how to brush our teeth and give us a free toothbrush and stuff. They used to say every 6 months. So there's a lot of bacteria that goes around with a toothbrush. In your mouth, there's a lot of bacteria. Now, there's good bacteria, there's bad bacteria. Now, a lot of people say, you know what, I'll brush my teeth in the shower, who cares? I'll use an antiseptic mouthwash. And I didn't know this either. So I use an antiseptic mouthwash like, every couple of days or so. Plus, I got my damn retainer for this Invisalign. I like to clean that out and brush it out. Make sure it's clean. I'm a clean guy. So at that point, they said, don't even use that every day because that can kill good bacteria that's in your mouth along with the bad bacteria. So it makes sense, right? The third one. And this one, I think that you guys can take care of. I don't think it's going to be a whole crazy ordeal. But they said basically you could slip and fall because you're thinking about the toothbrush and you're not paying attention. I'm up in the air about that one. But 1, bacteria. 2, the steam and the hot water can remove the bristles, make it ineffective. Your whole point to brush your mouth and your teeth is to make it clean, get rid of the good or the bad bacteria that's in there. So just do it, I guess. I bet he is, as long as he is eating my leg when I get back down there. I'm definitely going to, you better get your butt down here, dude. You promised me before, dude. Before. All right, so what else we got here? Dan Wheeler for president. Big Dan Wheeler. Shout out to Dan Wheeler. Get the new gym, or my old gym from the old house, put in the new house, finally. I went to go pick up the pads today. I don't know if you guys have a gym in your house, but if you do, I have padding. I have this beautiful, expensive matting that went down on my floor, right? And I had carpet in my old house in my gymnasium. So Dan went to go pick up these mats today. And if you guys have mats, I would definitely check for this because I don't know how this would happen. He pulls the mats up and there's mold under one section of these mats. I have no idea how it even got there. There's no water was in that room. It wasn't like it's a full gym where everybody's sweating and dropping water on the ground. So I have no idea. So he cleaned it all off, showed me the pictures. Like, oh my God, how did this even happen? So that's just for you guys, a little bit of information. So if you have padding in your gym, make sure you check it out. Who's got Sean upset? Let's fit the guy for cement shoes. Christian, we're talking about Iain Valliere, Mr. Tampa Pro champ, Mr. Texas Pro champ, New York Pro champ, talking about how people should not feel like they're 25 and 65, and HRT shouldn't be used for that. But HRT or TRT should be used for bodybuilding. And guys, I love bodybuilding. You guys see all my friends. I mean, I'm a bodybuilding glory junkie. I love it. But at that point, I don't agree with this at all. Usually before in the sport of bodybuilding, guys wouldn't even talk about this stuff because, one, everybody knew everybody was doing it, right? And how are you going to throw rocks at a glass house when you're living in a glass house, right? Because it's going to come right back to you. So at that point, that's what I'm talking about. John from Mount Titan will whack anyone that goes from, yes, I love it. Plan to become a patient soon. Kempo will take care of you, man. Let us know. Who else we got here? Any other questions for me? Let's go. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. Everybody knows that. I am the owner and CEO of Titan Medical Center. I've been doing this for 10 and a half years, almost 11 now. And that's owning Titan. And I've been working with doctors and medical professionals for probably about 13 to 14 years. So if anybody does want to know, hey, John, how do you know this stuff and do this stuff? Why do you have any tidbit information for me to even take? So for me, I was working with doctors and professional athletes before Titan. We were running EKGs on them for spring training, baseball players, blood work, all this different stuff. So one of the doctors was like, hey, listen, we're going to run blood tests against athletes versus regular guys to see what's the difference. Maybe there's a difference in their blood work. Let's see. So we started seeing this blood work, right? And the blood work started showing deficiencies in males and females, right? Of usually average guys. And professional athletes usually had higher testosterone levels, free and total, or even girls than the regular Joe or gal. So at that point, that's how I kind of get into it. I seen the opening. I seen that there's light there. Like, this is going to be something that's going to be huge because a lot of people didn't know about it back then. Or they thought, like I told you guys earlier, it's for bodybuilders and steroid abusers, and that's it. Well, that's so untrue. We know that now. So that's how I got into it. And pharmacology-wise, Guys, I've read more books than you guys would probably even think about or have read in your life. Just on pharmacology, just on medications alone, and then learning from medical professionals. I've been doing it for a long time. So that's where I got my education. Sorry. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Titan Talk with me every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Today was an early one. I appreciate you guys all joining me on with no warning. My son's got a baseball game. That's why I got to cut this kind of short. So I appreciate it. Big Norties, I'm going to do my labs tomorrow. Hopefully I'll become part of the team. Hell yeah, I can't wait, dude. Go and get your labs done. That's the first part. If you want to see what hormones are going on in the body, see what's going on, I can't wait. Show Kill Alive. With the CDC 1295 IPA, what is the optimal amount you should utilize for performance? So if you're getting it from us, it's usually like 15 milligrams, 9 and 6. So 9 for the CDC and 6 for the ipamorelin. And usually you're going to, after you mix it, because all mixing instructions are different pharmacies. So usually we have to mix it with like 3 mLs, right? And it breaks down to, I think, about 500 micrograms, I believe, is what you're going to get. Might be a little bit less. I'd have to do the calculation, but that's going to be your optimal dose. Now, you can always up the dose. With CAC and IPA, you can up the dose. You don't have to take it one time a day. You can take it multiple times a day. But the warning is you're going to go through it a lot quicker, but you'll probably get more benefits out of doing it like that. But we just prescribe a 1-month therapy for people because people, they usually have an issue with injecting multiple times in a day. They can usually realize or do one time a day, whether it's day or night, right in the morning, right before they go to bed, and that's probably the best bet for them. And that's for somebody that wants anti-aging effects, weight loss effects, and stuff. But if you really, really want to take it to another level, you can inject it more than that, okay? All right, the real Hokey Pride in the house, the risk, Jason Franklin, what's going on? All right, so let's get into the poll question. What do you guys take for energy and for weight loss? 14% said, I don't need help with that. That's awesome. Congratulations. 25% said daily energy drinks. See, we're talking about this. And what does a daily energy drink even cost you guys a day now? Right? I think most of them up to like $3 to $4. The last time I checked, unless they have some super sale or whatever it is, an ECA is going to cost you $3 a day. $3. Now, if you're going to Starbucks, it's probably going to cost you $12 to $18 for the Starbucks. Maybe $9. I don't know what you get. But most people drink multiple drinks per day. So add up. The average person spends $12 on energy drinks a day or more with Starbucks or high-end coffee shops. $12 a day. Man, just think about it. You can save $9 a day and put that $9 to whatever you want to. Whatever. Whether it's new clothing, a video game, something for your wife or girlfriend, something for your kid. It adds up. Trust me. All right? All right. Sure. Awesome. So Victor Guzman, he's been on TRT with us. How old was he, Art? 52 years ago, and he feels amazing right now. TRT, HRT work, guys, especially if you need it. Mr. Iain, he'll need it after he gets off of his cycles, so I'm sure he's not going to say anything about that. We'll see, buddy. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I want to see what this guy has more to say about because this is crazy. Show Kill Live. ECA is great. It is 100%. Anybody that takes it, even gives you like a little euphoric feeling. First couple times you take it for sure, 100%. You'll feel good. It'll be a mood enhancer. You won't feel mean or aggressive. Some people, when they get on stimulants, they get aggressive, right? And that's because they're going a million miles an hour and they can't think it. They're all jittery. So at that point, this is not going to get you like that. You should be good, clean energy, ready to go. And thermogenesis work in the body too as well, helping you stay lean and create a weight loss effect. All right, so 25% said I take Titan therapies. Awesome. 36% said I take over-the-counter weight loss supplements. Why? I gotta ask that question. Maybe they don't know about Titan, but I know they know about Titan because you got to get the weekly newsletter to do this poll. So at that point, like, you know, if you're taking over-the-counter weight loss supplements for energy and weight loss, why not get something that for sure works? 100%. You know it's going to work, right? But to each is their own. And that's what's great about our country because you should be able to do whatever you want to do. Hopefully it stays like that. All right, so upcoming Titan events, we've got 11-2 to 11-5 Olympia 2023 in Orlando, 11-5 Festival of Speed, and we have Tampa Pro, and we have Hurricane Pro for sure on the books. And I'm working on more events as we speak, guys. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in with me for Titan Talk Tuesday and early time today and all the great questions and you guys sticking around for me. Next week, I will be doing maybe a $100 gift certificate giveaway or some free clothing. Stay tuned. I'll let you know at the end of this week and then at the beginning of next week so you guys know, all right? I appreciate you guys. Thank you.